A wreck of a possible ancient pleasure boat has been found off the coast of Alexandria, Egypt. Let's talk about this Egypt news. If you remember a previous Egypt news video about pieces being pulled out of Alexandria's Portus Magnus port, that press release actually teased this shipwreck had been found. And now the European Institute of Underwater Archaeology has announced the find officially. They discovered preserved timbers of an ancient boat. The timbers measured about 92 feet long, but the original boat was probably closer to around 114 feet in length. The ship would have had a flat-bottomed hull with a hard chine, or sharp angle where the boat's hull meets the side. The team suspects that this boat was built in Alexandria and could have had a luxurious decorated cabin and would have been propelled by oars like the image you see here. It's suspected that this might be a thalamagoi, or cabin or pleasure boat that Strabo describes in Alexandria. There was even Greek graffiti found on the boat, which you can see here in this photo, and this helps date the boat to the first half of the 1st century CE. So at the very end of ancient Egyptian history, probably or after the Romans took over Egypt. What's really interesting is where the ship was found. This is in view of modern Alexandria along with the bay, but let's look at an overlay of what used to be at this bay in ancient times. All of the yellow parts here are islands that used to have existed during the Greek and Roman times in ancient Egypt, and many of this actually sunk into the bay, and they've been pulling up things from the bay for a pretty long time now. The ship was found very close to the excavations of the Temple of Isis on the Antrihodos Island, which was originally home to the Ptolemaic royal palaces. But this island and everything else on it sank around 50 CE due to earthquakes and tsunamis. So Frank Godillo, the director of the project, suspects that the ship could have belonged to the temple and may have actually been used in rituals that celebrated the goddess Isis on the water, as that time she actually starts becoming more of an ocean goddess.